I may have found Coach Prime's #1 hater. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Please smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff would be greatly appreciated. So let me let you hear this audio. I'm not going to show the video, but I'm going to let you hear this audio. And I'm going to reply to this guy. I'm going to play bits and pieces of it. Check this out.
Here's the question. The new way of doing business in college football. Visionary, or is this really unethical? Colorado hires Deion Sanders. He comes in like a tornado in Boulder. They love everything he says, what he says he stands for, etc. Here we are coming out of spring football. 52 Colorado players in the transfer portal. And they didn't all go voluntarily. Deion Sanders came in and ran all these guys off. So I will ask you the question, John.
Let me stop right there. He said they all didn't go voluntarily. He ran these guys off. Play it one more time. You said they all didn't go voluntarily, but he ran the guys off.
Voluntarily. Deion Sanders came in and ran, and they didn't all go voluntarily. Deion Sanders came in and ran all these guys off. So I will ask you the question, John. 52, you add in those who have graduated or those who have injuries. He probably will have to replace a total of 70 guys on his roster for the fall. He signed 24 transfers.
I'm glad he mentioned the people that are no longer playing there, that graduated and moved on. I'm glad he mentioned them. And so yeah, let's continue.
What is the responsibility of the head coach? Aside from winning games, is there a responsibility to run the program ethically? Is there a responsibility to have a relationship with every player, whether it is star quarterback or the fourth running back on the roster? And what is the responsibility of the university once they make a commitment?
Either this guy doesn't know college football and how it's ran, or he has an agenda. I'm going with the latter, that he has an agenda, because number one, first and foremost, it's the coach's responsibility to win. It's all about winning. How many times have you heard about coaches getting fired? Why are they getting fired? It could be controversial because are they losing? It's the same in the NFL. This is a business. This is big business. College football is big business. If you win, you have the potential to bring a lot of money in. So just looking at his age, either he doesn't know college football. He said that he's a radio whatever. He has to know something about the business. Maybe he doesn't know, but I'm more inclined to believe he knows and he has an agenda here because Coach Prime was brought in there to win. Okay? Brought in there to win. These players are adults now. And it's not a guarantee. This other guy that he's talking to is going to mention it's not a guarantee year to year you're going to keep your your scholarship with that team. Things happen. But I just want to say when Coach Prime came to Colorado as the new head coach, he can bring in as many people as he wants. He can also let people go, but they have the right to stay at that school as long as they're not playing football and they still have their scholarship to go to school. This was written in there before Coach Prime ever got there. Okay? And yes, this has been done before. I know they're trying to say that this is unprecedented. And I'm going to continue to make videos to counteract what these people are doing. There's some type of agenda here, man. And every day it's not going to stop. Wait until the season. Wait until the season starts. It's going to get worse.
Commitment to you to sign a national letter of intent, come here, play, make you a better football player, etc. He ran 52 guys off the field right after spring football. And now
you see that, right? He said he ran 52 players off the field after the spring football. That's not true. Some players well, Coach Prime says some players quit. Some players just left, which is their prerogative, right? If they don't want to stay at the program, they can leave and go elsewhere and find a better opportunity. Sometimes the marriage just doesn't work. Sometimes it's just not working out. It's these players going for a fresh new start. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these players chose to leave. Now, there are some that were called into the office and say, listen, we're going to have to let you go. Right? But not all 52. Not all 52. But for him to say that, I already know what his agenda is.
Now that nationally, everybody's writing about the way Primetime is doing his business. I mean, we do recall, we talked about it extensively, his introductory press conference. I am the law, and I am bringing my baggage with me.
Right.
Piece of that baggage to me is a bit of a turnoff. Why, how could you rationalize treating all these players the way you did to make them leave? It's as if he walked on Folsom Field and said, every one of you guys who was on this 1-11 football team is a bum. And I want you out of here so I can bring my guys in. So you tell me, right, wrong, unethical, fair, foul? What's the responsibility of the head coach?
Well, I think.
All right. First of all, like I said, he didn't run everybody off. Now, some players, they may not like Coach Prime coaching style. They may not like the system. They may not like how they're going to be used in the system as opposed to last year's system. So they have a right to go to another team. That's what a lot of them did. Yes, there were some that was told that it's not working out. And now I'm looking at this. They are using Coach Prime words against him. When he said that when he initially met with the team, he said, I'm going to try to make some of you quit. So they're going to use that against him. I already know they was going to use that against him. I already knew that they were going to use the Louis luggage against him. I already knew that. And he already know what he's up against. Now, shout out to the athletic director at Colorado, said he supports him. Well, he brought him in, you know, he has to support him, you know, but mark my words, they're going to use every single word that he spoke to that team initially against them. Every single word. I'm pretty sure Coach Prime knows this already. And I'm seeing these videos come out every single day. I'm just to let you guys know. You know how Coach Prime said, we coming? I'm coming. Every time I see a video like this, I'm going to make a video to counteract it. So this video that he pushed is out in the algorithm. Well, I'm going to be out in the algorithm too now. Because I see what's happening. I see the writing on the wall. Now, like I said, Lincoln Riley, when he took over at USC, there was a turnover there. He was the new. Now, it wasn't a big turnover. I mean, he inherited USC. Coach Prime inherited Colorado, which only won one game last season. That's different from Lincoln Riley. He didn't have to let everybody go. I mean, well, he didn't have to have a huge turnaround. That's what I'm saying. It's a totally different situation. But it's interesting for these people to make these videos. It's interesting. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm entitled to mine too. I'm a little bit more consistent than these people, though. I will put out literally a video on this subject every single solitary day.
First of all, it's a big number. And that 50 whatever number of players were jettisoned is a huge number. But he was brought in to change the culture. He was brought in to transform this one-win team into something that's competitive in the Pac-12. So you had to expect there was going to be a lot of people that weren't going to make the squad.
This is true. Now, this guy is interviewing someone. Now, my question to anyone that's listening right now, you know it's all about winning. It's a business, right? You brought in, the team only won one game. You're going to bring in your coaches, and you're going to want to bring in players too that you feel comfortable with winning. You don't want to go into the next season winning no games. It's not going to make you look good. You damned if you do. If he's damned if he do, if he damned if he don't. Because if he kept all the players and he wasn't comfortable and they didn't win any games next year, they're just going to say, oh, he wasn't cut out for the Power 5. It's just, maybe Coach Prime, he was a little too ambitious. That's what they would say. He's a little too ambitious. But if he bring people in that he feel comfortable with, that he can win with, it's still no guarantee, right? Even if he bring his people in, it's still no guarantee because the season hasn't started yet. There's no guarantee he's going to win, right? Because I don't like to predict anything. I mean, well, no, I'm pretty sure he's going to win more than one game. He's going to win a lot of games, but nobody really can predict what's going to happen until the season starts. Why? Everybody starts out 0. Everybody around the country, it doesn't matter how good you are, everybody starts out with the same record, 0. So, and we're going to see what they do after that 0. But he is under the microscope. And I'm going to tell you like this, Shedeur Sanders is going to have a target. He has a target on his back just because of who he is and the things that they share online. I love that they share their life online, but he's made himself a target as well. They're targets. And this country has a lot of work to do, as far as socially. We still have a lot of evolving to do, but it's just that who Coach Prime is. He plays with the social media. He puts everything out there. And like I said, they're targets. They're targets. And everything he do is going to be low-key under scrutiny. It's low-key right now. But these videos are being made. But I'm going to continue to make mine. Let's continue.
But it's a competitive sport. When you get a scholarship offer, it's not a guarantee for 4 years. I mean,
that is true. It's not a guarantee for 4 years. It's not. I mean, anything could happen. You could get kicked off the team for violations, for code violations, right? They can snatch your scholarship away. You can get kicked off the team for being academically ineligible. You can get kicked off the team for that too. So there's no guarantee you'll keep your scholarship. And it's a possibility that a new coaching staff will come in, new head coach, right? And you might not be living up to what they want, their expectations, and you might have to move on. How many people heard of corporate America laying people off? It's not fair, is it? So why are they saying what he's doing is unethical? Well, what this guy's saying he's doing is unethical.
Have to make the team every year. So if they're a 1-11 team or whatever they were, the players are not elite players. So he also knows that by having this new head coaching opportunity, he's attracting a lot of inbound transfers that want to be part of Coach Prime's thing.
That there is no responsibility to the former players who cast their lot. There's no responsibility to the
second.
Indirectly, you're telling me I'm old school, out of touch again. That there is no response.
No, you're not old school and out of touch. You just have some type of agenda. You're not old school and out of touch. You know exactly that college football is big business and you got to win. It's all about what you can do for me now, not yesterday.
Responsibility to the former players who cast their lot to go to Colorado, to play football, to graduate, to get an education, to wear the gold and black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that they'll have an opportunity.
I feel that, I do feel for the players that have to move on. They wanted to play there. He said for their education, the gold and black. But they want him to win. They want him to win. And he's not, I'm telling you, the coach is not going to tolerate players there lollygagging. He's not going to tolerate it. He's an old school coach. Bobby Bowden, rest in peace to him, he wouldn't tolerate it either. Coach Saban won't tolerate it either. Them players got to play for him. They got to play. They can't be in there messing around. And this is big business. Money is big money on the line. They brought this man in to win.
Continue to play ball elsewhere. Those students, they could stay at Colorado and just not be playing football.
That is true. They could stay at Colorado and still get their education for free.
Football. So the university fulfilled their agreement. They because the scholarship is a year-to-year thing. So
see that it's a year-to-year thing. That is correct. Now let me go to what this guy's saying.
If you're like the third
Hold
string.
on a second.
So you're telling me indirectly in your personal dictionary, there is no word unethical.
Oh, there definitely is unethical, but I don't necessarily think this is unethical because it's within the boundaries of the agreement that was established. So, it's not like he makes promises to people and then withdraws the promise. So I knew that he was going to like 20, 30. It turned something. That's a big, big number. Let's see if he can fill in the back end of this roster and build something.
Okay, you could argue with me, but you'd be wrong. I'm a talk show host.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're a talk show host. That doesn't make you right because you're a talk show host. As old as he is, he knows the business of college football. He just don't like the fact of who Coach Prime is, and he's doing what he's doing, and he has that power to do that. That's all it is, man. I expect a lot of this. It's going to get worse as he continue, but that's why I'm here, because I'm going to counteract everything that they're saying every single day. I'm going to do it if I have to. I need content anyway, right? Let's see what Mr. Seydou Traore is doing. Seydou Traore, he's active on Twitter right now. And let's see what's happening. The Illini, okay, Illinois, Oregon. He's just putting up his offers here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Miami. Okay, Miami. Jason Taylor is the defensive end coach there now. Hall of Famer, Miami Dolphins, Jason Taylor, defensive end. Defensive end with the most touchdowns in NFL history. Yep, he's the coach at Miami now. That might be a good fit for Seydou, but there's a lot of competition there, Seydou, at University of Miami. But that's a good that's a nice spot for you right there. But it's going to be a lot of competition. But they may use him as far as like with his receiving skills. That might be a good spot. Purdue, North Texas. He got a lot of offers here. I'm curious, though, about this. This is what I'm curious about. He is ranked number 2. How did he jump up? I guess. Okay, the highest graded tight ends returned in 2023. I thought it was the highest grade tight ends that are available in the transfer portal, but I was wrong. How did he jump from 10 to 2? That's what I'm curious about. It's man, listen. That's crazy, man. Look, oh my God, look, Coach Prime let him go. He's ranked number 2. And no, he's not. I don't think he's number 2. But what say you guys? Let me know about that. But I'm curious how, because before he was number 10 and he jumped to number 2. Is it because what they saw in practice? I don't know. They got him at number 2 behind Brock Bowers. So I don't know. I'll get into it in another video and what I think is going on again. But yeah, man, I just want to say this, close out with the guy that's hating. He's hating because, like I said, college football is a lot of pressure on the coaches to win. And you do have some coaches where they can have a losing season and come back and their job is not on the line. Like, let's say if Nick Saban has a losing season, he's not going to get fired that season. But there's still a lot of pressure on these coaches to win. It's a lot on the line. There's incentives, there's money. It's just a lot being a head coach from what people tell me and from what I see looking on the outside in. But haters, man, haters. But haters, I'm still here. I'm going to continue to make videos. But guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.